For those of you that film, you know how hard it is to sometimes keep your pets out of the shot. I have to love channels like Three Cats and Southern Mama who just, turn that into their own channel of just animal activity that's being filmed. With that being said, I tried filming this video yesterday, and I felt like when I did record it, it was just rushed, and I didn't really communicate the point I was trying to get across. So I'm trying this again. So everybody knows at the beginning of this year, I had a couple of series of unfortunate events. I'm really hoping that this is the third in the series of 3 unfortunate events. So last month I had some charges that came out of my account that I wasn't planning for. And this month I found out that I owe federal taxes. Now, in terms of my income from last year to this year, it only went up $3,000. Luckily, I don't owe a lot of taxes. It's a little over $600, but I was planning on at least breaking even or getting a little something back. And this is honestly the first time that I've ever owed due to my income and the lack of younger dependents, I guess you could say. So with that being said, I got paid last Friday, and I had all intentions of going and pulling out that money on Saturday morning. And, but I really just sat and thought about what my plan was going to be. Like, priority number 1 should be paying off these taxes. And I was thinking, like, should I wait, take part of this check, part of the next check, part of the check after that maybe, and pay the taxes with that? And I thought, I'm pretty sure Dave Ramsey would not do that. And I was so motivated to get a return in order to pay off my credit card bill. And I still want that credit card paid off. I don't think that it's definitely not going to get paid off as fast as I wanted to before. But I'm still motivated to get that done. So I did something different this time. I waited a little while before I got my money out. So I actually today's Tuesday, March the 5th. I actually went and got my money out yesterday. And like I said, I really sat on it for a solid 24 hours and thought, how am I going to approach this? Like I said, the federal taxes are a little over $600. I will get back some state money. So it's really like owing a little over $300. So with that being said, I have set aside money out of my check to pay the federal taxes, and I got cash based on what was left. So I got out $1,400. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 50, 11, 50, 12, 50, 13, 50, 1,400. And I know you guys are thinking, like, are you going to get money out for your wallet? Are you going to get money out for this? Or, for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put money in my bills binder based on what I have. So over the weekend, while I was contemplating what was going on, I got out my Cricut and played with my Cricut. And, I had been wanting to update a couple of these pockets because, so in recent weeks, I also got a a security alarm. And I updated my house with security cameras and stuff. And so I have that new bill that I wanted to update in here. And the security company is pretty good. The cameras are very high quality, and I'm really happy with the service that I've gotten so far. So I have that new folder in here. I also now have a folder in here for taxes, which will be like a sinking fund. And on a monthly basis, I'm going to put money in there towards taxes. Then at the end of the year, if I owe, great. If not, that'll be money in the bank. So anyway, so that's there. I also have the sinking fund for medical. So I'm going to take money out for that. So these types of sinking funds are, you know, clearly high priority sinking funds, because these are the things that are really putting a ding in my budget. The other one I added was supplements. I don't take a lot of supplements. I take a multivitamin that is a liquid. I take collagen protein, and then I also do a couple protein shakes throughout the day. And that, you know, when I'm on the go and I'm in the bus, that allows me to stay satiated until lunchtime, dinner time, whatever's going on. So I've got my computer fired up here. Like I said, I normally would pay half of each bill, the first pay, and the other half, the second pay. And again, all this money goes towards next month's bills anyhow. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to pay what I can pay with that $1,400. If that means I'm taking a time out from savings challenges, so be it. Until I have the extra money for that, I'm going to take a time out from the savings challenges. I thought about taking the money from the savings challenges to pay my tax money. And, I mean, and I actually very well may pull out the savings challenges just to help get me by, as far as like my go money. Like I've already gotten my gas, I've already gotten my groceries, for this week. So I'm going to try and stretch that for as long as I can. And if I need some go money, I'll pull it from the savings challenge, but I'm going to try my best to keep that money in here, and I'll update you guys along the way and let you know, what I'm keeping and what I'm not. So this is going to be a real quick, easy video. We're doing 350 in the mortgage folder. 1, 2, 3, 50. And like I said, I tried to film this yesterday, but I just didn't feel like I had my point across on what my thought process was. I've only been doing this a year, and I'm still learning myself. HOA, we're doing 150. And this is one of those bills that, I budget an extra $20 a month, and it goes to the buffer. And, I'm very well going to use 100% of the buffer and 100%, about $550 out of my check, and every bit of buffer money to get these taxes paid for. A car payment, $200. And it's, I had to really sit and think about what my priorities were. We're going to skip gas for now because that's a pretty cheap one. And I'm on the budget, and I'm like way ahead for the year. So if worse comes to worse, I'll call and ask them if I can use some of my budget money to pay this month's bill. Electric, we budget $100 each pay, so it ends up being $200. And, this month the bill was like $91. So all of that leftover money goes to the buffer. And like I said, we may need it this month. Verizon is $150. Insurance is $200 a month, so we're putting $100 in there. It really is now $200 a month. It used to be like $182, Well, it went up a bit because guess what kind of car your girl has? A Kia Soul. Don't get me started. And it's not, the one I have isn't even the type they can steal. Let's see here. Credit card. We're doing the 150. Security is 50. Taxes are 50. Medical is 50. Supplements are 50. Let me fix this so it doesn't look jankety in there. Okay, so there you have it. This is our bills video for this pay. Once we get some more money, whether that be from the state tax return or my next paycheck or however that's going to go, we'll go over what we're going to do then at that point. But for right now, we're taking a time out from our challenges, and we're taking a time out from the sinking funds binders. I made all kinds of updates to my binders this weekend while I was contemplating what I was doing. I do have to show you this. I'll save the updates to the binders once we can go and play with that stuff again. But I had to show you my change jar. They see me rolling. Anybody who knows me knows I love listening to old school hip hop. And it came to me the one morning on the way to work what I was going to put on there. You know, I've only been contemplating about it for 6 months. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great week. If you have any comments, feel free to comment down below. If this is your first video ever, welcome. I'm Kate. Thanks for joining me today on Budgeting with Kate. Subscribe, share, hit like. It really helps me out. Thank you. Have a great day.